Hello and welcome back to Easy Peasy Classes yet again in another video on the previous year questions of Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya entrance test on the topic of decimal and fundamental operations on them. Okay, so let's begin with our first question. Before to start, I have a few instructions to the candidates who are watching this video. If you are a beginner, please don't attempt it. Only attempt it after completing your syllabus. All the students who are about to attempt the upcoming examination, they can use this video for their practice and for their revision purpose. Alright. And one more thing, before me solving the question, pause the video, read the question, try to understand it by yourself and try to attempt it by yourself. Okay. In case if you get the right answer, well and good. If you are not able to find the right answer among the given options, then follow the solution provided in the video. Let's begin. The product of two decimals is 20.7326. If one decimal is 4.13, what is the other decimal? So there are product of two decimals. We don't know them. Let's call them as x and y, and their product is giving us 20.7326. All right. So one of the decimal is, I can call one of the decimal to be x, and I will place this the given value. So one of the decimal is 4.13 multiplied with y will give you 20.7326. Okay. There is a multiplication sign in between also. So the y will remain here. In order to find what is the value of y, the y will remain on the left hand side. This will go below, right? This will go to the denominator. 20.7326 divided by 4.13. So the only way you can find the value of y is to divide them. So for the moment, forget about these decimal points. You don't have to worry about the decimal points. Just take the whole numbers. 413 divided by, 413 is the divisor here. So we will take the next number. Dividend is 2732. Okay. So these are the numbers which are given to us. So can you divide this? Okay. 413 fives is 2065. Okay. So what is the value that you get? 13 minus 5 is 12. 13 minus 5 is 8, and 6 minus 6 is 0, 0, 0. Okay, you're left with 802 gets down, but that is not enough. You will take 6 also, right? So you will keep a 0. The moment you keep a 0, the quotient is of the order 5, 0 and something, right? Quotient is of the order 5, quotient is there with the digits 5, 0 and something. Do we have 5 after 5? Do we have 0 here? No. So we eliminate it. Do we have 5 here on the first place itself? We don't have a 5 in our answer. So we eliminate it. Do we have a 5? Yes. Do we have a 0? No. So we eliminated all the rest, 3 options among the 4 options. The only option which has a 0 coming next to the 5 is in 4th option. So you mark it as the correct answer even without solving the question. Even before solving the question, with this small hint itself, you can eliminate them and you can mark the right answer. With this way, you can save your time in the examination so that you can move on to the next question immediately and fetch good marks. Anyways, if I have to divide it further, what I will have to do? I will have to multiply it by 2 times. 413 twos is 826, which will give me again the same zeros, 502. Forget about the decimal part. Forget about keeping a decimal. Just look for where is 502. It is always available in 4th option. So therefore, again, in this way also, the 4th option is the correct answer. So if at all I have to put a decimal point, so here on the top there are 4 places which has decimal point. Here in the bottom it has 2 places which has a decimal point. So in the answer it will have 4 minus 2, that is 2 places. After 2 places I will have to put a decimal point. Okay, so which is I have a number 502, right? So after 2 places from the left, I will keep a decimal point. So this is how you will keep a decimal point in this given question. Anyways, let's move on to our next question. If 4.75 into 0.7 is equal to 3.325. So 2 places are here, 1 place is there after the decimal point. So therefore 2 plus 1 is 3. In the answer, after 3 places, they are keeping a decimal point. After 3 places, they are keeping a decimal point. Okay. So then the same number 475 into 0.7 is equal to, see how after how many digits the decimal point is there, only 1 digit, right? So therefore the answer will be the same digits, 3325. But after 1 digit you will keep a decimal point. Okay, after 1 digit you will keep a decimal point. Therefore this is going to be our answer. You don't have to do the multiplication. Many of you will do this one, 475 into 0.5. You keep on multiplying them. This is not required. The answer is already given to us. The answer is already given to us. The only thing is, you know how to keep a decimal point when the multiplication is done with the decimals. That is what is that the understanding of that logic is very important here. Okay. So after 1 digit there is a decimal point, and here there are no digits with a decimal after the decimal point. So therefore in the answer also, answer should have 1 digit after the decimal point. So therefore after the decimal point we will keep 1 digit. So this is available in our option number 1. So therefore option number 1 is the right answer for this question. If 4854.3 divided by 3.3, so let's write it down, 4854.3 divided by 3.3. So in the answer we got 1471 without any decimal points. Why? On the numerator it has 1 digit after the decimal point. On the denominator it has 2 digits after, sorry, 1 digit, right? 1 digit after the decimal point. What happens in the answer? In the answer they both get subtracted, which gives us 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. So therefore there will be no digits after the decimal point. So therefore we will get 1471. Similarly, the question is altered here this way. 48 point, I'm sorry, I will write it a bigger way. 48.543 divided by 33. So what will happen in the answer? In the answer also the same digit will come again, 1471. But here in the numerator, after 3 digits the decimal point is there. Here in the denominator, after 0 digits the decimal point is there, right? So therefore 3 minus 0 will give you 0, sorry, will give you 3. 3 minus 0 will give you 3. So therefore after 3 digits you need to keep a decimal point. After 3 digits you will have to keep a decimal point. Are we clear with this? Are we clear with this? Right? Anyway, okay. So this is how, we have to find the answer as well. So 1.471 is available in our option 1. Option 1 is the right answer for this question. Okay. Ram bought a book for 178.5 rupees, some medicines for 248.25 rupees, and gave a 500 note to the shopkeeper. Find the remaining amount. This is like your daily grocery purchase, where you buy something and you give some amount. You will take the change by subtracting the amount which is billed for. Okay. So initially he had 500 rupees, right? So what is the amount that he has to pay? 170 rupees, 178.5 rupees, and 248.25 rupees. So nothing is there. Here I will keep a 0. So this give me 75 on the paisa side. On the rupee side, 8 plus 8 is 16, carry over 1. 8 plus 4 is 12, carry over 1. 426.75. This is the total bill, right? Total amount. So what is the amount that he has to take back? The remaining amount would be subtracting this total amount by the initial amount. Okay. So let's do subtraction. This will give me 25 and 370. Therefore 73.25 is the right answer for this question. So the Ram is remaining with the amount 73.25 rupees. Right. The decimal equivalent to this figure, the decimal equivalent to this. Okay, let's do this. 3 by 4. If I do the division in the direct method, I will keep a 0, I will keep a point, 0 point. 4 7s is 28, right? 4 7s is 28. So 2 is remaining, I will keep another 0. 4 5s are 20. This goes. 3 by 4 will give me 0.75. Let me take the second value, 4 by 5. So what will be the decimal? 0. I will keep a point. 5 8s is 40. So I will get a 8 after the decimal point, right? After the decimal point, I will get 8. 0.8 is the decimal equivalent of 4 by 5. Let us find it for 8 by 25. 8 by 25. Okay. So I will keep a 0. I will keep a point, right? 25 ones are 25. 25 5s are, sorry, 25 2s is 50. 25 2s is 50. So I will have a 2 here, 0.2. And after that, subtracting 50, what are we left with? We are left with 30, right? You will keep one more 0. You will keep one more 0. No, I think I can do it up to third time, right? So 25 ones are 25, 25 3s are 75. 3 is a 75. So you are left with 5 here. So you will keep one more 0 here, and you will do 25 ones are 25, 25 2s are 50. So 2 will come here. So therefore 0.32 is the answer, decimal equivalent. So the whole thing can be written as 3 by 4 plus, right? 3 by 4 can be written as 0.75. 0.75 plus 4 by 5 can be written as 0.8, right? Plus 8 by 25. 8 by 25 can be written as 0.32. 0.32. So we need to find the sum of all the three numbers. Let's do the sum. So nothing is there. I will keep a 0. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 8. 7 plus 8. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 plus 8 is 18. Point carry over 1. Okay, 1 will trickle down because all the rest of them are zeros. And 1.87. 1.87 is the 0. You can even keep another 0 here. That won't be a problem. So therefore, option 1 is the right answer for this question. Okay. If 3.65 into 0.5 is equal to 1.825, then the value of 365 into 0.5, similar kind of question which we dealt in the previous question. 3.65 is a, okay, so here after 2 digits there is a point, here after 1 digit there is a point, therefore after 2 plus 1 there will be, after 3 digits there will be a point. Here 0 digits after the point, here 1 digit after the point. So in the answer, 0 plus 1, that gives you 1. After 1 digit there should be a point that is there, that is available in option number 1. Option number 1 is the right answer for this question. Okay. All right, 0.1 by 0.01 plus 0.01 by 0.1. This sounds to be very tricky, right? The only way to solve this is to taking out the decimals first. Okay, 0.1 by 0.01 plus, observe this, I am leaving a plenty of space here, okay, before writing plus. 0.01 by 0.1. So in order to take away the decimal number here, I will have to add how many zeros? I will have to add 2 zeros. So I will multiply it by 100. So when you multiply a number with the 100 in the new denominator, you will also have to multiply the same number in the numerator. Understand this. Similarly, 0.01 by 0.1 is there. When you multiply a number in the numerator, you will also have to multiply it in the denominator. So these are the two values you get. Okay, 0.01 into 100 will give you 1 here. So 0.1 into 100 will give you 10. 0.01 by into 100 will give you 1 here, plus this will give you 1, by 10. Okay, so 1 by 10 plus 1, 10 by 1 plus 1 by 10, 10 by 1 plus 1 by 10. So now if you take the LCM, this gives you 10, and 1 10za is 10, 10 1za is 10. Now do the math. 10 10za is 100 plus 1 1za is 1, which gives you 101 by 10. So therefore the answer is 101 by 10. 101 by 10 is available in our option number 1. Option number 1 is the right answer for this question. So you should know the trick of multiplying zeros and taking away the decimals, and after taking the decimals away, the calculation becomes much easier, right? All right, let's move on to the next question. 0.0675 is divided by 15. The quotient is, forget about the decimals, just take the number, right? 675, okay, divided by 15. What will you get? 15 fours are 60, right? 7 will come down, and 75 is there. 5 will come down, 75 is there. 15 5s are 75, right? Zeros are there. So somewhere the answer should be 45. 45 and 45 only, no other numbers. So 45 is there, right? 45 is there, right? 45 is there, right? 45 is there with 60, so this won't be an answer. So we eliminated one part. So let's do this one. 0.0675 divided by 15. So we multiplied only 675. We divided only 675. In order to get 675, what number you need to multiply here? So 4 digits are there after 0. So in order to shift them before decimal, 4 digits there after the decimal point. In order to shift them to the left hand side, you need to multiply 4 more zeros. Similarly, when you multiply to the numerator, you also have to multiply the denominator. Without multiplying to the denominator, you can't multiply in the numerator. Okay, so this will give us what? 675 divided by 15 into 1 by 10,000. Okay, so 675 by 15 we already did, we got 45. This will give us 45 by 10,000, or 4 zeros are there, you keep 4 after decimal point. At the end 45 will come, there will be 2 more zeros here. Okay, at the end 45 will come, there will be 2 more zeros. This is what is the answer for this question. So option number 1 is the right answer for this question. Option number 1 is the right answer for this question. Which of the following is equivalent to 1.01? First, which of the following is equivalent to 1.01, and all of them are written in percentages. So you need to find the percentage of 1.01. How to do that? You have to convert this decimal into fraction first. 1.01 is there. To convert it into fraction, what will you get? 101 by 100, right? 10 by 100, and you need to find the percentage multiplied by 100 again. So what will you get? This 100 with this 100 will get cancelled out. You are left with 101 percentage. 101 percentage. So therefore option 1 is the right answer for this question. Let's move ahead. If 4015 divided by 11 is equal to 365, okay, 4015 divided by 11 is equal to 365. All right, very well. So there are 0 digits after the point, there are 0 digits after the point, so there will be 0 digits in the answer as well, because 0 minus 0 is again 0. Okay, so similar question, similarly 40.15 by 1.1. This is what is there. 2 digits are there after the 0. 1 digit is there after the 0. In the answer, 2 minus 1 is 1. In the answer, the same answer will have 1 digit after the point. 2 digits are there after the decimal point here. 1 digit is there after the decimal point here. So in the answer, 2 minus 1 will happen. 2 minus 1. So after 1 digit, you will have decimal point before 1 digit, or there will be 1 digit after the decimal point. So that is the point I'm making here. So 36.5 option 1 is the right answer for this question. Okay. 17 1 by 16 decimal equivalent is 17 1 by 16 decimal equivalent is. So 17 1 by 16. Immediately what many people will do, they will multiply 17 into 16 and they will add the numerator. They will simplify this mixed fraction into simple fraction, which is not required. 17 is a whole number, understand? So 17 will come at the left hand side. Only the 1 by 16 will come after the decimal part. Okay, only 1 by 16 will come after the decimal part. So you keep a 0 here, you will keep a point, right? You will keep a point. So 10 by 16 can't be divided. You keep one more 0. So let's divide it in a long division method for a better understanding. Okay, so 1 by 16 is there. This is how you will divide. So you will keep a 0, right? You will keep a 0, then you will keep a point here, 0 point. You will keep one more 0. You will keep one more 0 here as well. So 16 into what will divide 100? 16 6 16 6 is 96. You are left with 4. One more 0, right? So you don't have to put one more decimal point because decimal point comes only for one time. Okay. So 6 is there. 16 2s 32. 16 2s is 32 and 8 is there, 0. 16 5s is 80. So you get the remainder as zeros. So 0.625 will come in the right hand side. Therefore 17.0625 is the right answer for this question. You don't have to multiply the whole number and simplify it, the mixed fraction. Whole number will come as whole number itself. All the numbers which are left side to the decimal point are all whole numbers. Okay, are all whole numbers. So therefore the given option number 3 is the right answer for this question. So let's move ahead. Which number divided by 5.029 to obtain 50.29? So you are dividing a number with another number which we don't know. We will call it as x in order to obtain 50.29. Okay, so let me write it in a short form. 5.029 divided by x will give you 50.29. Okay, let me take it away. So very simple, cross multiply, right? So 5.029 by, I will write it here, 5.029 by 50.29. So in order to take away the decimals, you will have to multiply a number here. So three digits are there after the point, after the decimal point. There are 3 digits. So we will multiply 3 zeros with 1. So when you multiply 3 zeros in the numerator, you also have to multiply the 3 zeros in the denominator, right? So now what will you get? This will be equal to 5,229 divided by, so 2 digits are only there. Only 2 digits are there. So I will make use of only 2 zeros and I will keep 1 zeros aside, right? I will keep 1 zero aside. I will make zeros of these 2 zeros. So therefore, these 2 digits will shift. That gives me 5,029, right? So 1 0 is still there. Now you divide. 5,029 ones are 5,029. 5,029 ones are 5,029. Therefore, you got x is equal to 1 by 1 into 1 by 10, which will give you 1 by 10. 1 by 10 is 0.1. 0.1. Therefore, option 2 is the right answer for this question. The sum of, this is made to confuse you. Okay, so identify the numbers separately like this, because the comma will confuse you as a point. It is comma. Okay, it is the separator. It is not the decimal point. 7.7. okay, then 7.07, 7.07, 7.007, 7.007, 77, 77.007, 0 0 7 7. So wherever you need to understand this order, okay, you need to understand this particular order. If you can't, then place the zeros there. Okay, then place the zeros. 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. Now it became right order. Now do the addition. The sum is asked here. Do the addition part, right? 0 plus 7 is 7, 7 plus 7 is 14, 1 carry over, 7 plus 1 is 8, 7 as it is, 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7, 4 times 7, 7 4 is 28, 2 plus 7 is 9, 98.7847, 98.7847, 98.7847 available in option number 4. Therefore, option 4 is the right answer for this question. Let's move ahead. What is the decimal equivalent of 2200 of 4% of 7.5%? 2200 of means multiplication, 4% means 4 by 100. Okay, again another of is there, bracket, of means again multiplication, 7.5%. 7.5% means 100. 7.5 by 100. So let's do the maths here. So there is 1 point in the decimal, so there is 1 digit after the decimal. In order to take it away, I will multiply with 100, or multiply it with 10 and divide it by 10. 10 means 10, 10 by 10. Okay, so 2 zeros will go away here. 2 zeros will go away, right? Then after that, what are we left with? We are left with 22 into 4 into 75 by 1000, right? So let's do the division. No, we don't have to do the division. Let the 1000 be as it is in the denominator. Let's multiply what are there in the above. Okay, 4 2s are 8 and 4 2s are 8. 88 into 75, and by 1000 is always there. But for the moment, I will do the calculation here in the sideways. 88 into 75 by 1000. 1000 I'm not taking. I will just multiply these two numbers. 5 8s are, or else I will multiply 75 with 88. This will reduce my work. 8 5s are 40, 4 carry over, 8 7s are 56 plus 4, 8 7s are 56 plus 4 is 60, 600, 600. This will give me 6600, right? So this will give me 6600 divided by 1000. So 3 zeros are there. After 3 digits, there will be a decimal point that will give me 6.6. 6.6 is the right answer for this question. Option 2 is the right answer. Okay. What fraction of 4 is 1.50? So let me call the fraction as x. Of is there, right? The value of is there. The letter of is there. What fraction of 4? So fraction of 4 means multiplication is 1.5 rupees. Okay. So I will keep the fraction here, cross multiplication, that will give me what? 1.5 by 4. To multiply 10 in the numerator and denominator in order to take away the decimals. So you got 15 by 40, 15 by 40, which will be 5 3s are 5 8s are. So x, the fraction x is equal to 3 by 8. The fraction x is equal to 3 by 8. The required fraction is available in option number 2. So therefore, option 2 is the right answer. Let's move ahead. 61 by, this is very easy. This is super easy. 61 by 10,000, right? 10,000. 4 zeros are there. So keep 4 places. Place the 61 at the end. Write as many zeros as the spaces are. So this is the value of the given fraction. 0.0061. 0.0061 is available in option number 4. Option number 4 is the right answer. The product of two decimals is, I don't know the decimal, so I will take that x into y as two decimals. The product of two decimals is 14.837. Okay. If one decimal is 4.01, one decimal is 4.01, and we don't know the second decimal. So what is the other decimal they are asking? The same thing, 14.837. So keep y, cross multiply 4.01. So you will get 14.837 by 4.01, right? So don't worry about the decimals here. On the numerator you have three digits after the decimal. On the denominator you have 2 digits after the decimal. Okay, so let's do the division in the long division method. 401 dividing 14.837, right? So can we do this? 401 3s are 12, 123, no, 1203, 1203, 4013s are, right? So what will we get? We will get 280. So you take 7 down. After taking 7 down, we can do it as 4017s. Okay, 4017s. So we will get 2807. Okay, so the remainder is 0. So therefore the quotient is 37. So in the answer you got 37. But you know, in the numerator after 3 digits there is a decimal point. In the denominator after 2 digits there is a decimal point, right? So in the answer it should be 3 minus 2, that is 1. After 1 digit there should be a decimal point, right? So after 7 we will keep a decimal point. So therefore the answer is 3.7. The answer for this question is 3.7, available in option number 2. So option number 2 is the right answer. The value of 1 by 125. 1 by 125. Let's do the division. 1 divided by 125. Okay. We will keep a 0. We will keep a point. Not enough. Not enough. We will keep a point, right? We will keep another 0. Not enough. We will keep one more 0. We will keep one more 0. We will keep one more 0. Okay. Now it is making some sense. So 125. How many times is 1000? 125. How many times is 1000? Okay, this is 125 into 8 is 1000. Okay, so what are we getting? We're getting remainder as 0. So 0.008 is the right answer for this question. 0.008 is the right answer. Let's move ahead. 0.005%. 0.05%. The value of 0.05% is asked here. Percent means what? You need to divide it by 100. Okay, so already 2 digits are there after the decimal. You are again dividing it by another 2 zeros. So there will be 4 digits after the decimal point. So 0.5 will come at the end. Put zeros in the empty spaces and one more 0. So therefore 0.0005 is the right answer for this question, which is available in option 1. Option 1 is the right answer for this question. What is the decimal equivalent of 1 5 by 8? 1 5 by 8. Decimal equivalent. So 1 is a whole number here. 1 is a whole number. You will write 1 as it is. Do the 5 by 8 part. Do the 5 by 8 part division. Okay, do this division. 0, you will keep a point, right? There will be a point after 1. Then 0 point, yes, 8 6 48. 2 remains, put a 0. 8 2s are 16. 4 remains, put a 0. 8 5s is 40. So remainder is 0. Remainder is 0. So after the decimal point you have 6 to 5. Therefore 1.625 is the right answer for this question. 1.625 is the right answer for this question. All right. 4.4% is equivalent to which of the following? 4.4%, again 4.4%, 4.4 by 100. Okay, percent is there, percent means by 100. So this is the value which is equivalent to 4.4%. Therefore 4.4%, this 4.4 by 100 is available in option number 2. Option number 2 is the right answer for this question. In decimal, 80% can be expressed as, so 80% means, percent means divide by 100, 80%. So this 0 goes away. So you have 8 by 10. 8 by 10 can be written as what? 1 0 is there, so one decimal point, one digit after the decimal point, 0.8. Or in the fraction, they are asked us. Okay, this is the all the answers are in fraction form, so therefore 8 by 10. 8 by 10 is the right answer. Okay. 5.125 when changed into fraction becomes, okay, let's change it into fraction. 5.125, if we have to do it in fraction, we will write 5.125 by 100, right? So it's only 1000. So both of them are divisible by 5, right? Both of them are divisible by 5. 5.125 by 1000. So 5 2s are 10, 5 200s is 1000, 5 1s are 5, 1 0 is there, 5 1s are 5, sorry, 5 2s are 10, 25 is left, 5 5s is 25. You are left with 1025 by 200. This can also be further divided by 5. 5 4s are 20, 1 0, 5 2s are 10, and 0, 5 5s are 25. Okay, 205 by 40. Again, this can be taken away by 5. 5 8s are 40, 5 4s are 20, 5 1s are 5. So this gives us 41 by 8. This can also be divided, right? This can also be so all of them are in mixed fraction form, so you need to convert this into mixed fraction. Let's do this. 41 divided by 8, 8 5s is 40, the remainder is 1. So 5 8 1 by 8, 1 by 8, 5 1 by 8, 5 1 by 8, 5 1 by 8 is the right answer here in the mixed fraction form. So option 3 is the right answer. The fraction equivalent to 1.25, similar question, 1.25 can be written as 1.25 by, sorry, 125 by 100, right? So 125 by 100, both of them are multiple of 25, both of them are multiple of 25. Let's do the 25, let's do it by table of 25. 25 4s are 25 5s are, so you get 5 by 4. If you do it in the mixed fraction form, 5 by 4, let's do it, 4 1s are 4, you get remainder 1. So 1 1 by 4, 1 1 by 4. So this is the right answer, which is available in option number 1. So therefore option 1 is the right answer. The product of 2 into 0.2 into 0.02 into 0.002. So first do only the 2's. 2 2's is 4, 2 2's is 4, 4 4's is 16. So the answer, it should be somewhere 16 should come. Anyways 16 should come. But now the point is about the decimals. 0 decimals plus 1 decimal, 1 digit after the decimal, plus 2 digits after the decimal, plus 3 digits after the decimal. So in total, how much will get? 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 digits should be there after the decimal point. So therefore, if you check in the option number 4, there are 6 digits. There are 6 digits after the decimal point. So hence option 4 is the right answer for our question. Let's move ahead with another question. Which one of the following is equal to 9? Which of the following is equal to 9? Okay. So there are how many digits after the decimal? 3 digits. So 15 6 is 90. So there will be 3 digits after the decimal point. So this won't be equal to 9, right? 15 6 is 90. There are 3 digits after the decimal point, right? So here it will be equivalent to what? So 0 take away, 0 won't count here. We won't count the end 0. So there are 2 digits after the decimal point. So 15 6 will give you 90 again. So but you will keep both the digits after the decimal point, which is not equal to 9. So let's do the third question. 150 into, okay, this sounds little odd, but let's do the fourth one first. 15 6 is 90. We don't count these many digits. So we will count only one digit here, 6. The end zeros are not counted. 15 6 is 90, and there is a decimal point after one digit. So we will keep decimal point after one digit, which is equal to 9. So therefore, we don't have to even check the option number 3. Somehow option number 4 we got lucky and we got the right answer. Option number 4 is the right answer for this question. Let's move ahead. Okay, this is very simple. 0.231 minus 0.02, and there is, if nothing is there, we'll keep a 0. We need to do the subtraction. 1 minus 0 is 0. 3 minus 2 is 1. 2 minus 0 is 2, and point will be there. 0 will also be there. So 0.210. 1 minus 0 is 1. I'm sorry. 1 minus 0 is 1. So 0.211 available in option number 3. So therefore option 3 is the right answer. 3 into 12 by 10. 3 into 12 by 10 will be equal to 36 by 10, which is equal to 3.6. 3.6, and you can even keep a 0. Option 3 is the right answer. Option 3 is the right answer here. Okay, so 77 by 5 may be written as 77 by 5 in the decimal form. So you need to divide it. Okay, 5 ones are 5, you get 2, 7 comes down, 5 5s are 25, right? If 2 comes down, you keep a 0, 5 4s are 20. So therefore 15.4 is the right answer here. 15.4 is the right answer. 0.36, division symbol is there, right? Do we have a division? Yes. 0.3636 by 0.06. I have told you, you need to take away the decimals. You need to take away the decimals. When you multiply the zeros in the numerator, you also have to multiply it in the denominator. So you will get what? 36 by, in order to take this away, take this decimals away, so I will take only 2 zeros. I will multiply only 2 zeros. So I will get 2 zeros out of this decimal place. So I will get 6 here, and another 2 zeros will remain as it is. You keep it as it is. Now do the division. 6 ones are 6. 6 6 are 36. This digit doesn't go by 6, so take away and keep 0. 33 is still there. 36 is there. 6 6 are 36. Boss. Okay. So 606 divided by 100 is there. So take away 2. Now convert it into decimals because we need the answers in decimal form. 6.06 is the right answer here. 6.06, and you can keep one more 0. 6. Sorry, you can keep one more 0 after the 6. So 6.06 is available in option number 2. Option number 2 is the right answer for this question. How will you express fraction 2 by 25 in decimal form? How will you express the fraction 2 by 25 in decimal form? Simple division. 2 divided by 25, right? You keep a 0, you will keep a point, you keep another 0, you will keep another 0. 25 8s is 200, so you get the remainder 0. So therefore, what did you get in the quotient? You got 0.08, and you can keep one more 0. So 0.08 and one more 0 is available in option number 2. Option 2 is the right answer for this question. 2.25 can be changed into fraction. Let's change it. 2.25 can be written as 225 by 100, right? 225 by 100, dividing it by with a table of 25. 25 9s are 225, 25 4s are is 100. So 9 by 4, most of them are in mixed fraction. We have 9 by 40, which is not equal to 9 by 4, remember. So 9 by 4 is there. So let's do it in mixed fraction. We know how to convert it into mixed fraction. 4 2s are 8, and the remainder is 1. So 2 1 by 4, 2 1 by 4, 2 1 by 4 is the right answer. 2 1 by 4 available in option number 4. So therefore option 4 is the right answer for this question. Let's move ahead. The simplification of 33.33 by 1.1. Okay, 11. So let's take away the decimals. So we will multiply 2 zeros and 2 zeros in the numerator and denominator. So the 2 digits after the decimal point will go away, which gives me 33. And I will take only 1 0 here because there is only one digit after the decimal point. So I will get 11 in the denominator and there is one more 0 left. So I will write it. I will not forget it. So let's do the division. 11 ones 11, 11 threes are 33. There is one more digit which is not divisible by 11. So I will take one more 0 and I will go to the next digit. 11 threes are 33. This also goes away. So this gives me 303 divided by 10. So when you divide it by any number by 10, one decimal, 1 0 is there. So there will be one digit after the decimal, 30.3. 30.3, option 4 is the right answer for this question. Okay. The value of 20.91 divided by 0.17 is 20. Let me write it here. 20.91 divided by 0.17. So both in the numerator and the denominator we will do what? We will multiply 2 zeros because to take away the decimal point. Okay. So what you will get? You will in the next step you will get 2091 by 17. So let's do the division here. 2091 by 17. So 17 ones are 17. You get 3. 9 will come down. 17 twos are 34. You will get 5. So this one last one will also come down. 17 threes are 51. So therefore you will get zeros, remainder zeros, and the quotient is 123. You can keep a point and 0 also in order to match the given option. So option 4 is the right answer. The difference of the place values of 2 sevens in the number 178.6758. The difference of the place values of 2 sevens in the number. So the place value, so let me write the number 178.6758. Okay. So the place value of this number is 7, 0 and all the zeros. Okay. Keep as many zeros or as many digits are there in the right hand side. So the place value of this 7 is 0.0700. Now what they are asking to find the difference, right? The difference. So subtract it. So let's do the subtraction. 0 minus 7 can't happen. So you need to borrow tens from here. This becomes 6. So this becomes 10. You give 1 here again, that becomes 9. This becomes 10. You give 1 again here, this becomes 9. This becomes 10. So 10 minus 7 is 3. 9 minus 0 is 9. Point is there. 9 minus 0 is 9. 6 minus 0 is 6. 69.93 is the right answer for this question, available in option number 3. Option number 3. Therefore, sorry, option number 2. Therefore, option 2 is the right answer. If the difference of the numbers 3.003 and 2.050, if the difference of these numbers it is added in their addition, then the total number is, you need to first take the difference first. Okay, you need to take the difference, then you need to add that difference to the addition part. Okay, this is all about understanding the language. 3 minus 0 is 0. You can't do 0 minus 5. Borrow. This becomes 2. This becomes 10. You borrow again. This becomes 9. This becomes 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 0 is 9. 2 minus 2 is 0. 0.950. So now you need to add 9.50 to the addition. The added to the addition of 3.003 and 2.050. You need to add this number to the sum of this number. Okay, so 3505. Let's add it. 0.950. What will we get? 6.003. 6.003. Did we do something wrong here? Yes, we did something wrong here, because 3 should come here. When we subtract 3 minus 0, 3 will come. 3 minus 0 is 3. right? So we need to keep 3. When we are adding, we will get a 6 here as well. So 6.006, 6.006, 6.006 is the right answer for the question. Okay, with this we are concluding this video. Practice well. If you don't understand, pause the video, go back again and listen it for 2-3 times. You will understand yourself. And in case if you don't understand, then also you can always contact me. Wear mask, stay safe, stay inside your homes. And with this, I would like to conclude this video. See you all in the next topic video. Bye bye.